She's fine for now.
The bank has something I need. Steal it, and your wife lives.
Get caught, she dies.
I'm coming with you.
I need to be told that she is all right! What are you doing? Stop the car!
I'll do whatever I have to get her back.
So, welcome to the Getaway Shelby press event presented by Warner Brothers. I'm going to be speaking with our director tonight, Courtney Solomon, and our stunt coordinator, Charlie Pacherny, about the film from a production and a creative standpoint. This movie is unlike any other car lover movie. It features real stunts, no CGI, which is very important to know because I saw the movie, it's pretty incredible the things that they pulled off. And it's all real. So I'll be asking Courtney and Charlie some questions about the film. After we've covered everything, I'm going to open it up to you guys so you can feel free to ask them any kind of questions that you guys come up with. So, with no further ado, ladies and gentlemen, our director, Courtney Solomon, and Charlie Pacherny. What was the biggest challenge of making this film?
The cars, the stunts. I mean, we did over 70 days of stunt photography approximately. Can't remember. And literally because we had this crazy idea to make it all real and not CG, it all had to be done, and as dangerous as it was. So every single accident you see in that film is real. And you know, I had this idea that I wanted this to be this crazy night where, you know, it was really intense, which I think the film is, and where, you know, all the accidents didn't look stunty, but looked like wrecks. And so that part was really hard, but there were three elements, to be very simple about it, that were hard, which is once we did all the stunts, we shot most of that first, and then we brought in the actors, but just Ethan and Selena. We actually created a special stunt rig for them because I didn't buy into the green screen to be real with those stunts. So they were actually being driven around at 50, 60 miles an hour. So when you see Selena Gomez flopping around that car, she really is flopping around that car. I mean, you know, it was like method acting with a car, if you could do that. And so, but what we had to do was I assembled the stunt footage first of all, and I would have to show them so Ethan would know, okay, now I'm going left, now I'm going right, now I'm, you know, jamming into a higher gear. Selena would know I'm going this way. So it was really sort of complicated because if I didn't show them that stuff and hadn't shot the stunt stuff first, they wouldn't have known. So it was like putting the cart before the horse. The actors, before they could even do their performance, had to adjust to the technical aspects of what we had done.
There was some real stunts there. There was no CGI. How important was that in the making of this film? How important was that to, you know, have this so no CGI was used or involved? And how complicated was that getting that choreographed and getting it without anybody getting hurt or killed, because these crashes are amazing?
Well, I'm going to pass half of this off to Charlie, but the first part is it was super important to me, as I've already said. I wanted it to be visceral and real, and I don't think CG would have made those crashes as effective as they really are. I think everybody, one thing I've heard consistently, whether people liked or disliked the film or felt medium about it, was that everybody felt those crashes were extremely realistic and the action was really, really good, and they felt like they were in it. And that was the cognizant decision. Also, like, Charlie really needed a job. And, you know, if I'd done it CG, I mean, you know, no need for Charlie, right? No, I'm kidding. So, basically, then we bring in Charlie and we start to actually choreograph all these things in the script. And what's very interesting is, if you looked at the original script in the movie that's out there, we expanded on so many of those original stunts. And I'll let Charlie talk about the choreography of, say, just one stunt, Charlie, so you could give an example, maybe.
With just one stunt?
I mean, you know, pick one scene from the movie.
I
that
could pick one. There's so many of them. I was going to make one point on the second element that you talked about. It's so important because I did this way back doing television years ago, to do the chase scene first and then let the actors see what was happening. And a lot of directors don't do that, and that's what Courtney did, which is important because now the actors have a motive, have a reason for what they're doing, and it helps. Choreographing stunts, so many. One that was difficult was, I forget the name of the street, Bulgarian, but it was like 25 stuntmen in cars, and I had pedestrian stuntmen in cafes, and the cars are coming at us. My son is driving the Shelby, 2 police cars chasing him, one of my other sons in the police car. And it was, I had to choreograph each and every one of those cars. And what happens in something like that is you can choreograph so much of it with the stunt people, and you gotta be very careful because they're coming at us at 25 miles an hour. And I've driven cars on these other movies, and I won't mention which ones they are. They're spectacular, but they're going like 10 miles an hour, and the cars are going in and out of them. And these cars are 600 horsepower cars, not like the Shelby was powerful. A lot of them weren't as powerful as the real Shelby. And so when you're doing that, you can choreograph so much of it on this one street, and it's dangerous because they're coming at us. Now, after you choreograph it, then you have to tell them, just be aware. Have yourself an opening. Instead of a 1 car length distance, give yourself 1.5. In case that car, one guy should go off a little bit, you have a way out. Always give yourself a way out. So that was a difficult choreography. And now the other sequence on the train, that had a different element. That was, actually, it was done towards the end of the year, and it was cold, ice on the train, on the flatbed. So we had about maybe 6-inch clearance on each side, and boxes to go through, and Courtney wanted all kinds of stuff to go through. So I had to position those so it wouldn't throw the car off balance. The difficult part there, besides that, was the timing of the effects, the explosions. Now you can drive a car, and that's why effects and stunts go together, very important. You can drive that car on a flatbed and go 100 miles an hour, go through boxes, but now you got the special effects with the bombs going off chasing it, then it becomes even more, you know, dangerous for the camera. But it was, you know, a lot of times that was off a little bit, and the flame came right in front of the car. My son couldn't see in front of him for a brief moment, and you know, you got to keep that wheel straight.